Dear head coach, I want to give you some figures. Romania has played 109 tackles and missed 34, while South Africa only missed 19. And you also have to take into account all the counter rucks, where really South Africa was able to win the ball, while the handling in was from the uh, South African side. How do you explain that? Well, it seems that you have more information than I do. I haven't received the statistics, but I will look at them and I will answer to that afterwards. I'm not here to comment on such figures since I haven't seen them by myself. Dear coach, I would like to invite you to compare the Romanian team when you started working with it and when you have it now. What the level you've reached now? Is it better? Is it worse? Last year, Romania was able to beat Portugal, Chile. So, what's the level of today for the team? I don't like these comparisons. The players that have played last year and this year are different, and the teams are different also. In my opinion, some players have changed. Our team is very young, and our main objective was really to give experience to our players, to have them play great games and to be prepared for the next qualification round. Another question from myself. Last week, I asked you how you would prepare for South Africa. Now you will have a longer um, lapse of time before Scotland. How can you avoid such a high scoring defeat? You seem very positive guy. Well, first of all, we have to rest. We have to improve. We have to learn a lot of lessons from these two games to improve on certain aspects of the game. We won't have enough time, of course, to improve everything. We would need more time to improve, but we will do our utmost to get better for the next two games. So these two games were very difficult for us, and we were well prepared for these games. So I think we could say and comment on everything, but we've trained and it was very hard for us. And I trust our team. It's young, and I know that all the players are doing their best. They are trying their best and leave everything on the pitch. Now to compare Ireland, South Africa, well, I have to tell you, we are young players. We are trying to grow, and these two games will make us better for our next qualification round for the next world tournament. It will make us better. That's it. Good afternoon, Jérôme Prévost from Midi Olympique. A question for the coach. What would be for you the aspects of the game where South Africa dominated the most? I think that we mainly had issues with the set pieces. Of course, we need to play at a higher level. We can see the difference. Um, and if you look at the playtime, the intensity of the game, the speed of the game, also the physicality of it, I think that all the tier two nations need more games against tier one nations. We need more games each year because it's crucial to be able to be prepared to such games. We are playing um, every 4 years against such teams. We've played against South Africa and Italy, but only during the World tournaments in 2015 we faced Ireland. It was the last time we faced Ireland, so we would need to be able to play in at least one game a year against such a top tier nation. Boom. So for me, any added game would be a plus. You could look at Italy, the case of Italy. They were able to start playing for the Six Nation, the fifth Five Nation, then the Six Nation, and they are now here. Of course, they've had major defeats, but they are at a way higher level now. The Italian rugby is significantly better, so it's a long-term prospect. So I think that all nations need it. So during the game of the 8th of October, Romania really, for the game of the 8th, really, the fans are all behind you. They have all their hopes for this game. So, what did you think about the performance of Tonga? Have you had the chance to look at the games and to analyze the game? What's your point of view? What are their weaknesses and then their strengths? Could you give us maybe a comparison with the Tongan team you've met in Bucharest? Yes, of course. The staff watched the game. Of course, we didn't do a proper analysis because we were preparing this one, but we will do it now that we are getting closer to the game. We know that it is a very physical team, very strong in the scrum. For the kicking game, well, some penalties, some issues with their adherence to the rules, but we know that it is a very physical team that can really hurt our defense if we're not ready to answer with such a high intensity. We have to be able to tackle as hard as they do, and they have very strong players in the scrum, and so we have to be physical too. It was a very difficult game. The match was very intense. We knew that South Africa would be a very physical team with very fast players, a very good running game. So we have to really work on these aspects of our games. We have to improve. Let's face it. We should be ready to really make more efforts and also to reach a higher level of rugby.